In this lesson, we're going to look at unit conversion, and what we're going to use is a conversion factor. Let's imagine we have 3 feet, and we'll use FT to abbreviate feet, and it's equal to a set number of inches, but we don't know how many. We'll call it X. 3 feet is equal to X inches. So our question here is, what is X? What we need is a conversion factor. And our conversion factor, let's write this in first, an equality between feet and inches. We know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. This information is needed for our conversion factor. I'm going to go back to black. So to set this up, we start with our 3 feet, and I'm going to write, that's a fraction, and I'm going to multiply it by a conversion factor. I'm going to write this in blue. A conversion factor is another ratio. But what we want to do here is we want to look at this where it says feet here. If there are feet in the numerator of our original problem, or our original amount, 3 feet, we want there to be feet in the denominator of the conversion factor. And in the numerator, we want our new unit, which is inches. We're going from feet to inches. So our old unit, feet, belongs in the denominator, and our new unit, inches, belongs in the numerator. So I'm going to go back to blue and put feet in the denominator and inches in the numerator. Remember, when we do this, what we are changing, the old value that we're transforming, or the old unit, is feet, and the new unit is inches. So the old unit goes in the denominator, the new unit goes in the numerator. Now here's where we put the equality. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. What's important to note here is that this entire ratio or fraction of 12 inches over 1 foot is equal to 1. Because there are 12 inches in 1 foot, the numerator and the denominator have the same value. When both the numerator and the denominator have the same value, then the ratio has a value of 1. So this entire ratio, which is our conversion factor, is equal to the number 1. And if you multiply anything by the number 1, then that anything stays the same. So if 3 feet is multiplied by a value that's 1, we'll still have the same length. It just won't be written as in feet. So let's go back to black. What happens is the feet in the numerator cancel out with the feet in the denominator. And what we end up with is you can write it as a fraction, so that the numerator, which is 3 times 12 inches, now we have inches, and 3 times 12 is 36. And the remaining unit that's still there is inches. So we write this as 36 inches. Now we can also write the numerator, and you'll see if we write the numerator, what we have is 1 times 1. The feet are gone, and 1 times 1 is just 1. And then if we look at this fraction, which is 36 inches over 1, since it's over 1, we can rewrite this as merely 36 inches. When the denominator is 1, you don't need to write it. So the answer to this question, let's box our answer, is 36 inches. 36 inches is equal to 12 feet. And our unit conversion factor was 12 inches over 1 feet. Remember, a unit conversion factor should have a numerator and a denominator that, although they're different units, they have the same value. And in this case, they both are the same length, 12 inches, is also equal to the length of 1 foot. And when we set up our unit conversion factor, again, remember, the unit in the denominator must be the unit that we're starting with, that we want to get rid of because it's going to cancel out. And the unit in the numerator should be the unit we want to end up with. That's our unit conversion factor.